Oh, I am definitely protected. I felt like my fucking candle on. I didn't even know. Didn't even know. Um, so, oh, I just want to come on here and say like, oh, yeah, there's no point of fearing anything anymore. I actually wanted to talk about like my period. So, for as long as I can remember, I've always had extremely painful and prolonged periods. So when I was a kid, because I started quite young, and I was getting a lot of like, if this is TMI, yeah, it's not for you, this is for like women, whatever, or just anyone, I don't care. So I used to get a lot of clotting and really, really heavy, and it would last for like 2 weeks. And sometimes it would come twice a month. And it was just like, it felt like I was just constantly losing blood. And they put me on the mini pill when I was 12, to help try and balance things out. And that one didn't work, so I ended up trialing 7 different pills. None of them worked. And they told me to like skip the sugar pills. And so I skipped the sugar pills, because they thought that maybe that might help alleviate, and it didn't help. So after trying the 7 different pills, they made me try like this Nuva ring. It's like a tube ring thing, and you stick it up, and it's meant to stay up there for like 30 days. I'd bleed for the entire 30 days, and because I bled for the entire time, I didn't fucking bother with the next one. So I think you get 2 in a pack, but I just like, yeah. So I tried that, and then I tried the implant on, and I bled the entire time with that as well. So they took that one out. I think it was like 3 months that one was in, and then I got it taken out, because it was just bleeding too much. And then I've had the Marina, and I bled for like pretty much an entire year, 6 months to a year. And I remember talking to the doctor about it, and I was like, I need help, like, dude, what is going? And it was a male doctor as well at the time. It was just like, I can't be bleeding my whole life. And he was like, well, what do you mean? It's a great contraception. And I was like, you know, and at the time I wasn't using it for contraception. I was trying to sort out my fucking hormones, and yeah, it was fucking crazy. So after the, because I just kept bleeding for an entire fucking year. And I was in high school too, so I was exhausted all the time. And thank God for my teachers, because they would let me sleep in maths class. They would let me sleep, like, go to the fucking like counsellor ladies, and my beautiful counsellor lady and counselling dude, they were awesome. They helped me do like drum beat and like punch stuff to get like anger out. And I felt like it was so funny, because I don't like hurting people. And one of my counsellors, he's an ex-cop, or he was an ex-cop, and he like got these gloves out and got this fucking bag, and they're like, smash it, go as hard as you want. And because they were holding it, I was too scared to go ham, because I was like, I don't want to hurt you. Like, I have a lot of pent up rage. Like, I don't know, I could probably just like fucking just keep going up to like a certain point if I get too like into it. So yeah, I never really kind of let it out. But it was just, I'm so grateful for them. And then the beautiful lady that also had like taken me under her wing, she would make up this beautiful like little sleeping space on her floor, and like a little pillow, and like put on like meditation music. And I just remember like being able to leave class and kind of just go to sleep, because yeah, I started opening up to some people about like the situation, you know. It fucking wasn't easy, hey. Like, it really wasn't easy in high school, nor primary school. Oh, it just hasn't been easy ever. But I fucking got through it. Anyway, so with the whole period thing, when I started reawakening after my eating disorder, and got the, like, we started working at the flotation place and got the download to, like, you know, do Cambo. And then after Cambo, I went, fully organic, and sugar free. So I did like this Candida thing, Candida diet, whatever. And I went sugar free, starch free, yeast free, fucking everything. Went right back to like stuff that had like, I made everything from scratch. And I noticed when I did that, my periods all of a sudden like stopped becoming painful. And like the duration of it as well, it would actually drop from 2 weeks or twice a month to literally 4 days. And I'm finding, because of this fast, I think because basically ever since I fucking started healing myself and purging, I've just not really been able to keep much down at all. The most I probably was able to keep down was that big pub meal, that first night of coming out. but even then that was the first actual meal throughout the whole day, and I still only had half of it. So I think for about it's like almost a month, almost, like it's probably pretty much just under a month of like not really being able to fucking eat anything. And I'm just like, I'm actually quite shocked because I don't even remember when I got my period, but it's literally like it's like gone now. And with my ex, like, yeah, it's just like, oh man, it's just crazy, you know, thought programs and like, I don't know if it's all just related to like eating habits and stuff, because I know that, you know, and whatnot, but I just feel so fucking grateful. Oh my god, like, periods were like absolutely a bitch for me, and like just the pain and the because I just thought I had polycystic ovaries, so I had a burst, but it was a burst cyst on my ovary when I was 12, and that was the operation. And that was the one where they, you know, where I woke up feeling like violated, and they were like fucking making me feel like shit because I had pubes at 10 years old, and was basically like, you know, you shouldn't be here in a children's hospital because I have period and pubes. And it, like, yeah, to hear that, I was in year 6, so I literally was like 10, 11 years old. I would have been 11. I think, pretty sure I would have been 11 because I was in the older group. Oh yeah, so fucking, yeah. You know, that actually did something to me then, because I obviously held on to it. And I need to release it because, you know, not all doctors are like that, and I need to hold on to faith of that. I need to hold on to hope that there is a lighter side to this government official system, and that they actually do want to help people. Because I can't be living my entire life like, you know, afraid of whatever. But I think like after some certain stuff, I just decided to go see a naturopath, and I found that way more helpful. They're expensive, but she was bloody helpful. But then again, I am a little bit I go and do my own research, so I didn't want to go to the doctors anymore. I actually downloaded a PDF lab report on how to read. No, I downloaded a PDF on how to read lab reports and what certain things meant, because I didn't trust anyone. So I think I got my bloods done or something, and I got the how to read it and stuff, and it was about the culture. I think it was about culture and down there. And because I kept getting thrush, she suggested using this probiotic something down there. And then when I showed her the actual like lab report and showed her like my little highlighting sections and like this means this and that means that and like what is this, she was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, because I was probably this is just out of high school, so 18, 19. I was like I didn't stop. And my Alma, she gave me this Blackamore's book which talks about going organic and living more true to nature. And it's bloody gorgeous. It's like a 1970 something book, and I was so grateful because that honestly like changed a lot for me. So yeah, and I got her art stuff. Oh, I can feel her with me, and she is so proud. Oh, my heart. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. But it's been a heck of a ride. And yesterday was just so full of emotion because, you know, I was just really fucking nervous about being here. Oh. But, you know, there's not much I can really do. So I'm just gonna live with that fear and embody that, because, yeah, I just don't want to live in fear anymore. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to feel like I'm not safe in my own space. So I'm just gonna cast that out, and I'm just gonna, you know, do a little dance and stuff, and yeah. So yeah, if anyone's dealing with like really painful periods, I'd suggest maybe a 3-day fast and a reboot of your mental, and, you know, just affirm what you want instead of what you don't want. Because I learned the power of law of words and stuff when I got my HR job when I left high school. Because after having an eating disorder, your bowels are like out of whack. They're just wacky. and they not sink, and you know, it's been a long time since you had let food like go through it and stuff. So I'd be eating, you know, I'd kind of moved past the eating disorder. Now it's into this next stage of healing what the eating disorder had done to my body and what effects was popping up afterwards. So yeah, so the eating disorder affected the bowels. So I'm getting like high. So oh yeah, I was working at the HR job and just starting to eat again and eating clean and really enjoying. And like it wasn't eating again, it was more like just eating consistently and actually like keeping it down and whatnot. And I remember getting like kind of bullied at the workspace because like during that time as well I was dealing with like either hemorrhoids or something, so they ended up like getting me a stand-up desk. And I remember people commenting about it, and they're like, "Why does she get a stand-up desk? Like, we don't even have one." Because I was new to the company and stuff, and people would just bitch. People like, and that's when I realized, you know, sometimes they are fucking 30 and 40-year-old literally toddlers, like in high places, and I was just like, dude, like, chill the fuck out. Like, you can get a stand-up desk, just ask. Like, and I think people are just nervous to ask what they want. Like they keep it inside, and when someone comes along and actually asks and receives what they asked for, they get pissed off at them because they're like, they couldn't do it themselves. And I'm just here to say, you can do it yourself. You just have to be comfortable with the yes, no, or maybe. I'm in and out of homelessness, and I was just fucking comfortable with getting told no or maybe. So I was just like, fuck it, what's the worst that can happen? You know, that's literally the worst that can happen. No or maybe. And as long as you're fucking okay with them, or yes, if like, you know, you don't want to hear a yes, but you know, that's pretty much it, unless there's a whole fucking explanation. You know, you fucking, that's basically it. So yeah, I asked for the stand-up desk, got a stand-up desk. My HR lady left, and she had these like black screen protector things that people couldn't see from the thing, and they were just left there on the table and nobody was using them. So I was like, fuck it, I'll use it. So I did that, and I started using them, and people again would bitch about it and complain about it, like, why did she get that? I was just like, you could have fucking picked it up and grabbed it yourself. What the heck? Like, I'm not here. What? Oh my gosh. And yeah, and then so because I was having the bowel, you know, I was learning to poop again basically. I would spend a while in the toilet because it didn't just automatically happen for me. You know, I would have to like relax my body, and I'd have to like just sort of, yeah, like it actually would become a thing. And then when I realized I got out of the eating disorder by affirming every night, like, no, I don't feel sick, something clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I should just like write like, I'm pooping with ease. I poop with ease. Every day I poop with ease. And like, you know, that's what I started doing. And literally like, I went mad with it because the poop, like, my bowels and stuff got that affected, like it would actually hurt. So I just went nuts with it, and I just started scripting like, I poop with these, I'm pooping with these, I'm so grateful, I love to poop, like, because I hated pooping, you know, I didn't have to poop a lot with the eating disorder, so like having to poop again was annoying for me. It was like, oh my god, I used to just be able to fucking throw up and get on with my day, but now I have to sit here and fucking like try to poo, like what the fuck is this? So yeah, so I kept affirming, and even when I was on the toilet, like, bawling my eyes out because it just felt like nothing was happening, but I felt like I needed to poop and it just didn't fucking happen, I was still like, no, I'm pooping with these, like, just hold on to the sides of the toilet and just like, no, I'm pooping with these, I can poop with these, I love to poop, I love pooping, and I just kept going, and eventually, I think it was like, I don't know if it was like a couple weeks or a month later, I just started fucking shitting. It was like the most shit I've shat in fucking like my life. Oh god, and it was beautiful because like, you know, it was a very, you know, and oh, even with that, I would, because you know, because then all of a sudden like I was pooping a lot, I would still take a while on the toilet, and they were having some sort of a meeting one day, and I had to use the toilet, and then I kept getting people knocking on the door, and I was just like, I'm trying to shit, can't, like, fuck off. And you know, people obviously were bitching about me because as soon as I come out of the toilet, everyone like puts their head down and just like sort of like shuts up and stuff. And then I go to my desk and stuff, and then I have someone approach me and tell me like, you know, I'm spending too much time on the toilet and what have you, because they must have thought I was trying to like get out of doing work or something. And I was just like, oh, something snapped in me, and I was just like, I don't want to work here anymore. This is fucked. I'd like, none of you like even take the time out to just ask me, are you okay, what's going on? You just shit talk about me behind my fucking back. And so yeah, I didn't last there too much longer because I just couldn't, it was not me. I'm not a desk person. I don't like being stagnant. I don't like, not like, I was in HR, which like, you are helping people, but it's not my kind of helping people. I like to heal, like, and do reflexology and Reiki and spiritual stuff, and that's my honest passion. And I love to dance. If I could like fucking dance and be a healer and shit, that would be, you know, that's that whole you know, I'm gonna hold on to that and keep working on my books and my knowledge, and there's a lot there. I'm grateful for this path that I'm on, regardless of like every fucking thing that's happened. And yeah, I think the straw that broke the camel's back for me in the HR job was when I was having issues with my ex, my you know, childhood boyfriend ex, and I was in and out again. And I remember the police tried actually picking me up because my mum had sent the cops over to the house to try and get me back. And because I was already made ward of the state by like 14, 15, she actually couldn't do anything. And because there was no like, you know, the space was safe, so the police couldn't actually do anything about it. So yeah, they left me there. Thank God. And we slept on like a pull-out couch thing for a while. Yeah, so I was going through all that, and that was in Belmont area, and I was still catching buses and trains to Warwick, and it was a long trek. And so I'd get to this HR, the straw that broke the camel's back. I got to this HR place, and I was actually really emotional. This was like the day after Mum tried picking me up by the cops. I was just really emotional, and I had like, I had a very high stress response, so I'd like sweat a lot. And but it's weird because I noticed in high school I actually never used to sweat. People would freak out because I'd work out so hard at my dancing and stuff, and people were like, how do you not sweat? I'm like, And then after high school, fucking, it just like all came out. And I think it's because I started doing like the work and healing and stuff. Anyway, so I got to this HR place, and I remember one of the workers there, she come out, and I was just, obviously I'm heightened. I was seeing the naturopath at the time, and she was saying I've got an imbalance in the yeast, and that's what I ended up picking up. So I had the imbalance in my own microbiome, so she was able to actually tailor the right things for me, and I'm grateful I did that, because she was going to give me something that was going to fuck me up even more. And once I told her no, like, just look at this, these are my lab reports, this is what I've, like, the work I've done, and she was like, oh shit, thank you for that, because that's actually showing me that you have a overcultivation in your own microbiome. So bicarb soda, sitting in like a cold bath, like maybe that much, just to like let it sit in there, you know, and it neutralizes the pH and whatever it fucking does. So yeah, that's a good tip if anyone's out there. A full circle. But yeah, so I was going through all that, and I was dealing with like the on and off like itchiness and the fucking mum and ex, and just, it was a lot. And I just broke down to this lady, and she literally said, have you been drinking this morning? And I just looked at her and I was like, fuck you. And I literally I turned around and said, no, I actually have a fucking imbalance in my microbiome, so you know, the yeast is probably fucking brewing. And I got yeah, that was the snap point, and I was just like, no, I need to get the fuck out of here. Fuck all these people, they do not give a shit about me. And it was just funny because sometimes, like I said, I would sleep during class in high school because I was just so exhausted, in and out, constantly walking the streets, trying to be safe. I had fuck all sleep, so I really needed to fucking sleep. And they tried putting me in these like meetings to in like minutes and stuff, and like HR bloody meetings where you fucking talk about stuff, and oh god. I remember I was so tired one day. I literally sat, there was only probably 4 of us in the meeting, and I just don't know what came over me, but I didn't give a shit. I just chucked on my sunnies in the middle of the fucking meeting, folded my arms, and I literally fell asleep sitting up. I literally fell asleep sitting up. Oh god. Like, I was just so I was so tired. Oh god. Yeah. No. So yeah, even though this path has been it's been crazy, I'm grateful for who I am and my grandparents that have passed over, and all my DNA and lineage and ancestors, past, present, future. I'm very grateful, you know. they've been with me the whole time, and so is Supreme Source, God, whatever, everyone, love, I call it unconditional love. I just say God because people can just resonate with that a lot easier. But, you know, for me, like I said, I cast out the labels God and Jesus and all this bullshit, and I made love, like my actual unconditional love, where I live from. And I remember when I used to walk the streets, like, proper, and just be like, seeing all these, like, people in my situation as well, and then normal people with, like, you know, top hats with their suits and, like, you know, prim and proper. And I just remember feeling so much judgment towards, like, everyone, and just, like, I hated everyone. And I remember asking Spirit, and I was just like, give me the ability to see through God's eyes. You know, I don't want to see through hatred anymore. I don't want to see through these lenses. And I just asked for it, and it gave, I don't know if it gave me or if it just realigned my mental, but I just was able to see with a lot more depth, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for my spirit and what I've built into myself, like created for myself. Yes, so today I'm going to try to find a lift back to the house that I was at. I'm gonna tell Nick I'm gonna pay him for the last week, just to, like, cut my ties there. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can stay with this lady, because I'm getting urged to, like, leave. So, my lips. So yeah. Oh, cool. Anyway, that's enough now. That's probably a little bit. But yeah, that was. I woke up feeling in a great mood, and I couldn't believe I left the candle on. I was like, holy right. It was a bit dangerous, folks. I must have been so tired. I just knocked the fuck out. Anyway, ciao for now. I hope you're all having a great time wherever you are. Oh, I'm gonna do my next video on, like, when I realised time didn't exist. I don't know if I've done that one before, but yeah, this was when I first got into Wicca when I was a kid, and that's pretty cool because me and my friend did it. So yeah, that'll probably be my next one, and I'm probably gonna get onto the childhood knowing and actually get into that, because yeah, we all have these capabilities. It's just whether we choose to fucking, you know, whatever. Yeah, anyway, my mouth is so dry. Ciao for now.